Brad Pitt, born William Bradley Pitt, on December 18, 1963, in Shawnee, Oklahoma, grew up in Springfield, Missouri, in a household where family, faith, and community were central pillars. His father, William Alvin Pitt, ran a local trucking business, instilling the values of hard work and reliability, while his mother, Jane Etta, served as a school counselor teaching kindness, patience, and empathy. Brad was raised alongside his two siblings, Doug and Julie, in a home where discipline coexisted with warmth and care. Even as a child, he absorbed the rhythms of family life. Quiet mornings around the breakfast table, evenings listening to stories, and weekends filled with small-town routines that subtly taught resilience and responsibility. Faith played an understated but influential role in his upbringing. As a Southern Baptist family, they valued reflection, moral grounding, and community engagement, shaping Brad's early sense of right and wrong. The balance between nurture and expectation helped mold a young boy who, though naturally confident, was grounded in humility, curiosity, and respect for those around him. Discovering talents in youth. From his earliest school days, Brad displayed a balance of intellect and athleticism that set him apart. He excelled in sports, particularly swimming and tennis, where he learned discipline, perseverance, and how to push physical limits. At the same time, he gravitated toward creative pursuits. Debate team meetings and theater productions became spaces where he could explore expression and communication, building confidence in both public speaking and performance. Teachers and classmates often noted his charm, natural presence, and the ease with which he connected to others. Even as a teenager, Brad seemed to have an innate understanding of how to balance hard work with play, reflection with action. While many of his peers were still exploring their passions, he displayed a quiet, steady commitment to excelling wherever he put his energy, whether it was in the classroom, on the court, or on stage. This blend of curiosity, drive, and adaptability would become a hallmark of his later career, laying the groundwork for the versatility and resilience he is known for today. Education and early aspirations. After high school, Brad enrolled at the University of Missouri, pursuing a degree in journalism with a focus on advertising. On the surface, this seemed practical and grounded, but beneath it lay a growing restlessness, a curiosity for life beyond predictable routines. While in college, he did not confine himself strictly to academic studies. He joined a local theater group, immersing himself in acting roles that allowed him to explore narrative, emotion, and character development. Simultaneously, he worked as a television weatherman, learning to deliver information confidently on camera and to connect with audiences. These experiences may seem ordinary, but for Brad, they were essential building blocks. They offered him a rehearsal space for poise, presence, and performance, as well as the freedom to explore an inner creative drive he was only beginning to understand. By the time he approached graduation, Brad faced a choice. He could pursue a secure career in journalism or follow the uncertain path of acting. In a decision that would define his life, he chose the latter, leaving Missouri with a mere $325 in his pocket and stepping into Los Angeles with a mixture of determination, hope, and courage. First years in Los Angeles. Los Angeles in the late 1980s was a city of opportunity, but also of relentless challenge. Brad Pitt's early days were defined by perseverance, humility, and a willingness to learn. He took on a variety of odd jobs to make ends meet, from delivering appliances to driving for clients, all while attending acting classes and auditioning for every role that came his way. These years were far from glamorous. Apartments were small, finances were tight, and the city often felt indifferent to young dreamers. But for Brad, these conditions became formative. Each audition, each rejection, each day spent navigating an unfamiliar city helped him cultivate patience, resilience, and self-reliance. He began to understand that success was not a single moment, but a culmination of daily effort, adaptability, and quiet endurance. Over time, he built a foundation of skill and confidence, refining his craft, observing the industry, and learning from both successes and setbacks. These early experiences taught him to value growth over instant recognition and to measure progress by personal standards rather than public applause. Breakthrough with Thelma and Louise. Brad Pitt's first significant breakthrough arrived in 1991 with his role as JD in Thelma and Louise. Though a relatively small part, it captured public and critical attention alike, showcasing his natural charisma, charm, and screen presence. Audiences were drawn not only to his looks, but to the subtle depth he brought to the character. A sense of playfulness mixed with quiet vulnerability. For Brad, the role marked a turning point. It introduced him to a wider audience, allowed him to navigate the pressures of public recognition, and opened doors to a series of roles that would challenge and shape his acting abilities. Following this, he took on emotionally rich and diverse projects such as A River Runs Through It, 1992, Legends of the Fall, 1994, and Interview with the Vampire, 1994. Each performance reflected a commitment to embodying complexity and nuance, establishing him not simply as a handsome actor, but as a performer capable of depth, empathy, and transformation, expanding range and taking risks. By the mid-1990s, Brad Pitt's career trajectory was firmly upward, but he was not content to remain in familiar territory. He sought roles that challenged him, expanded his range, and pushed him into new creative spaces. In 1995, his performance in C. Severin, directed by David Fincher, revealed his ability to navigate morally complex stories and psychologically intense material. The same year, his portrayal of Jeffrey Goins in 12 Monkeys earned him critical acclaim, a Golden Globe, and an Academy Award nomination. These choices demonstrated a willingness to step beyond convention and explore roles that were unconventional, demanding, or even unsettling. Over the years, this fearless approach became a defining trait. Brad embraced characters that were emotionally multifaceted, morally ambiguous, or situated in extraordinary circumstances. His career became a testament to the idea that true artistic growth requires risk, commitment, and the courage to defy expectations. Iconic roles and cultural influence. Brad Pitt's portfolio of work throughout the late 1990s and 2000s reflects not only versatility but also a keen awareness of cultural currents. Films like Fight Club, 1999, directed by David Fincher, exemplified his willingness to engage with provocative material. Initially polarizing, the film later became a cultural phenomenon, and his portrayal of Tyler Durden highlighted his ability to inhabit psychologically demanding characters. Beyond Fight Club, he played the legendary warrior Achilles in Troy, 2004, delved into morally intricate narratives in Inglourious Basterds, 2009, and more recently earned acclaim as stuntman Cliff Booth in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, 2019. Each performance reinforced his reputation as a versatile actor capable of bringing nuance, charisma, and depth to an array of roles. Brad's appeal lies not only in his talent but in his commitment to storytelling. He chooses characters and projects that resonate, challenge, and engage audiences on multiple levels. Personal life and family. Brad Pitt's personal life has often unfolded alongside his professional career, marked by relationships, family, and self-discovery. His marriages to Jennifer Aniston and Angelina Jolie received extensive public attention, yet they were deeply human stories of growth, love, and learning. With Aniston, he experienced a partnership admired for its warmth and connection, though it eventually ended in divorce. His subsequent decade-long relationship with Angelina Jolie centered on love, family, and philanthropy, resulting in the adoption of children from Cambodia, Ethiopia, and Vietnam, as well as the birth of their biological children. While the marriage ended in 2016, Brad has remained devoted to his children's well-being, prioritizing co-parenting and emotional support with care, consistency, and presence. Beyond romantic relationships, his role as a father has become one of the central defining aspects of his life, shaping daily routines, travel, and career decisions in ways that reflect deep love, responsibility, and intentionality. Personal growth and sobriety. In addition to navigating family and relationships, Brad has spoken openly about his personal challenges, particularly his struggle with alcohol. He has credited support programs and personal reflection with helping him regain control, develop self-discipline, and embrace sobriety. This journey toward balance has been transformative, allowing him to approach his career, family life, and personal growth with clarity, stability, and resilience. By sharing his experiences, he has also offered fans and admirers a reminder that even globally recognized figures confront real-life challenges, requiring commitment, courage, and ongoing effort to maintain well-being. Sobriety has not only enhanced his personal life but strengthened his capacity to engage with complex roles and meaningful projects, creating a feedback loop between inner stability and professional excellence. Health, wellness, and mindfulness. Physical and mental wellness have been guiding principles in Brad's life, particularly as he matured into his 40s and 50s. While earlier roles such as Achilles in Troy demanded rigorous physical transformation, his current approach emphasizes holistic well-being. Yoga, meditation, mindful nutrition, and rest have become daily routines that support mental clarity, emotional balance, and sustainable energy. In 2022, he revealed that he lives with prosopagnosia, a condition that makes recognizing faces challenging, offering fans an intimate glimpse into personal obstacles he manages privately. This openness about health reflects a broader philosophy. Resilience is not simply about endurance, but about creating systems and practices that nurture longevity, focus, and self-care. Philanthropy and social commitment. Beyond acting, Brad Pitt has leveraged his influence to support humanitarian and environmental causes. In 2005, he co-founded the Make It Right Foundation to rebuild homes in New Orleans after Hurricane Katrina, focusing on sustainable housing for displaced families. His philanthropic work extends globally through the Jolie Pitt Foundation and other initiatives, supporting education, healthcare, housing, and social justice for underserved populations. And these efforts reveal a conscious approach to using fame and resources for meaningful change, underscoring his commitment to leaving a lasting positive impact beyond entertainment, producing, and creative vision. Brad has also made a significant mark as a producer, co-founding Plan B Entertainment. Through Plan B, he has supported films like 12 Years a Slave, 2013, and Moonlight, 2016, both Oscar-winning projects that champion diverse voices and socially relevant narratives. Additional films such as Minari, 2020, celebrate immigrant experiences and family resilience, demonstrating Brad's dedication to storytelling that is culturally rich, emotionally resonant, and ethically conscious. His production work complements his acting career, reflecting a holistic vision that marries artistry with social awareness. Recent work and professional evolution. Brad Pitt continues to evolve as an actor and storyteller. His portrayal of Cliff Booth in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood 2019 earned him an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, highlighting the blend of subtle humor, vulnerability, and charisma that defines his later performances. Simultaneously, he remains active behind the camera, producing projects that amplify important social and cultural narratives. His career trajectory demonstrates a deliberate balance, creative fulfillment, personal stability, and long-term impact, rather than mere visibility or celebrity. Legacy and reflection. Brad Pitt's journey from a small-town Missouri boy to a globally recognized actor, producer, and humanitarian reflects resilience, curiosity, and intentionality. His work continues to redefine what it means to navigate fame with grace, emphasizing authenticity, personal growth, and meaningful contribution. His legacy is measured not only by box office numbers or awards, but by the thoughtful integration of personal values, creative courage, and commitment to making a difference in the lives of others. Through philanthropy, storytelling, and devotion to family, Brad Pitt exemplifies the idea that true influence lies in empathy, integrity, and consistent effort over decades. Personal philosophy. Throughout his life, Brad has embraced the notion that professional success and personal growth are deeply intertwined. He has demonstrated that even amidst public scrutiny and enormous pressure, one can maintain integrity, pursue meaningful work, prioritize relationships, and nurture wellness. His candid discussions of challenges and recovery, coupled with his willingness to take on demanding roles, serve as a model for perseverance, self-reflection, and thoughtful living. For Brad, success is measured not by accolades alone, but by the ability to remain grounded, empathetic, and committed to purpose. Conclusion. Brad Pitt's life is a testament to transformation, resilience, and the pursuit of authentic expression. From humble beginnings in Missouri to international stardom, he has navigated personal and professional challenges with intention, reflection, and courage. He continues to evolve, both as an actor and as a human being, demonstrating that a meaningful life blends ambition with compassion, creativity with care, and fame with purpose. Through his acting, production work, philanthropy, and dedication to family, Brad Pitt has created a legacy that resonates across generations. A life defined not by perfection, but by deliberate choices, growth, and enduring impact.